Bye-bye. Hi there, everybody. It's Tracy J. Okay, I'm trying to get logged in on Facebook as well. Let's see. Okay, trying to get logged in here on Facebook. Wednesdays, we read with Ms Tracey. I've got Tinkerbell in the car. And she's reading with us. Oh, we got to poop. There's another doggy pooping. Okay, so I'm gonna get the camera. Get the camera set up, and so you guys can see me. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh man, don't start with that. Okay, y'all. Took me a little bit to get going because I'm not in the house doing this. I am out working. Boom. Thank you for tuning in to Read to Me, Ms Tracey. Yeah. And I've got some great books for you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry, I'm a little tardy to the party, and you can see Tinkerbell is back there in the back. Anywho, are you guys ready to get started? I am. Okay. And I want to make sure I don't lose you guys. And I think I just want to make a little quick announcement that I think it was kind of unanimous that Sunday Read to Me, Ms Tracey, and Ice Me Bookstore, Sunday is better at 4 p.m. rather than 3 p.m. So you guys that are tuned in right now, let me know in the comments section if Sundays at 4 is better for you, okay? All right. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Yes. Okay, so I've got some books ready to read for you today, and a couple of them I've got from the library, but the majority, no, these are all from the ICB bookstore. Yay! Hi, Jess. Yay, Jess, Ollie, and Corey, and Eli. Don't forget author Eli. Don't forget about him. So glad to have you guys aboard with me. Anytime on Sunday. Okay. Unless it's summertime and you guys are headed to the, what did you tell me it was? The PI, the upper PI or Upper Peninsula or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just glad to have you guys with me. Anywho, my most loyal family. You guys see Tinkerbell in the back? She's got like a little elf outfit. I don't know if you can see. Come here. Can you see it? You see it? She's got like a little elf outfit on. Hi, Miss Veronica. Good to see you. Good to see Junior and Zach. Hi, y'all. How you doing? If you would be still, I would let you up here in the front, but I don't trust you to be still. So you got to stay back there. Anywho, speaking of which, Tinkerbell is hanging out with, I know I like the beach too. Shoot, I wouldn't mind, I'd catch me on the rewind after we get back from the beach and I'm rinsing all the sand off. I would catch me afterwards, like nap time. Anywho, but your pets, they love for you to read to them. Absolutely. Get your stuffed animals, your toys, read to them, read with them, which are in your lap. They love that. So speaking of which, let's get some books reading. Boom. Those Shoes is written by Maribeth Boelts and illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. Awesome. Who else is in there with me? Come on, let's see. Yes. You know what? I think I would like the beach in the winter too. I don't even care. Anyway, those shoes. Mm-hmm. And there's a note in here for parents and teachers. Yeah, it says, children learn to read and to love books when adults share their own pleasure in reading and language. Here are a few suggestions for giving the children in your life a lasting love of reading. Surround children with books and writing. Read aloud. I know you're done there. And make reading an active experience. Use the books you've read as jumping off point for other discussions with children. Encourage children to share their own ideas and experiences through storytelling or artwork. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. I know. You know what it is? It's because I'm not in the house, Miss Veronica. I'm not in the house. I'm literally in my car because I was working and I didn't get a chance to get home to get to the doohickey. So I apologize. I hope it's still going. Yeah, I hope so. I'm sorry, but thank you for letting me know. My apologies. Okay. I have dreams about those shoes. I have dreams about those shoes. Black high tops, 2 white stripes. You ever had a pair of shoes? Mine are 3-inch heels, red bottoms, but that's a whole nother story. Grandma, I want them. There's no room for want around here. Just need, Grandma says, and what you need are new boots for winter. I remember having those conversations. Brandon T comes to school in those shoes. He says he's the fastest runner now, not me. I was always the fastest before those shoes came along. Nate comes to school in those shoes. Antonio and I count how many times Nate goes to the bathroom. 7 times in one day, just so he can walk up and down the hall real slow. Next, Alan, Jacoby, and Terrence each get a pair. Oh, man. Then one day, in the middle of kickball, one of my shoes comes apart. Looks like you need a new pair, Jeremy. Mr. Alfred, the guidance counselor, says he brings out a box of shoes and other stuff he has for kids who need things. He helps me find the only shoes that are my size. Velcro. Like the ones my little cousin Marshall wears. They have an animal on them from a cartoon I don't think any kid has ever watched. Can you see the cartoon? Well, better than walking around in your socks. When I come back to the classroom, Alan Jacoby takes one look at my Mr. Alfred shoes and laughs, and so do Terrence and Brandon T and everyone else. The only kid not laughing is Antonio Parker. At home, Grandma says, "How kind of Mr. Alfred." I nod and turn my back. I'm not going to cry about any dumb shoes, but when I'm writing my spelling words later, every word looks like those word shoes, like the word shoes, and my grip is so tight on my pencil, I think it might burst. On Saturday, Grandma says, "Let's check out those shoes you're wanting so much. I got a little bit of money set aside. Might be enough. You never know." At the shoe store, my grandma turns those shoes over so she can check the price. When she sees it, she sits down heavy. "Maybe they wrote it down wrong," I said. Grandma shakes her head. Nope, don't think so. Then I remembered the thrift shops. What if there was a rich kid who outgrew his and got 2 pairs for Christmas and had to give one of them away? We ride the bus to the first thrift shop. Black cowboy boots, pink slippers, sandals, high heels, every kind of shoes except the ones I want. We ride the bus to the second thrift shop. Not a pair of those shoes in sight. Around the corner is the third thrift shop. I see something in the window. Rerun thrift shop. Black shoes with 2 white stripes. High tops. The perfect shape. $2.50. Those shoes. My heart is pounding hard as I take off my shoes and hitch my baggy socks. How excited, Grandma says. What size are they? I shove my foot into the first shoe, curling my toes to get my heel in. I don't know, but I think they fit. Come on, Paige. Turn. Grandma kneels on the floor and feels for my toes at the end of the shoe. Oh, Jeremy, she says, I can't spend good money on shoes that don't fit. I pull the other shoe on and try to walk around. They're okay, I say, holding my breath and praying that my toes will fall off right then and there. But my toes don't fall off. I buy them anyway with my own money, and I squeeze them on and limp to the bus stop. Ouch. Ooh, wee. Hey, grown-ups, do you all remember this story? At home, a few days later, Grandma puts a new pair of snow boots in my closet and doesn't say a word about my 2 big feet shuffling around in my 2 small shoes. Sometimes shoes stretch, I say. Grandma gives me a hug. Can you see the black boots in the closet? Mm-hmm. I check every day, but those shoes don't stretch. I have to wear my Mr. Alfrey shoes to school instead. One day during math, I glance at Antonio's shoes. One of them is taped up, and his feet look smaller than mine. After school, I head to the park to think Antonio is there. The only kid who didn't laugh at my Mr. Alfrey shoes. There he is, way up there by himself on the bench. We shoot baskets. A loose piece of tape on Antonio's shoe smacks the concrete every time he jumps. I think, I'm not going to do it. We leap off the swings. I'm not going to do it. We race from one end of the playground to the other. I'm not going to do it, I say. Do what? Antonio says, breathing hard. Grandma calls me for supper and invites Antonio over too. After supper, he spies my shoes. How come you don't wear them? Antonio asks. I shrug. My hands are sweaty. I can feel him wishing those shoes were his. That night, I am awake for a long time, thinking about Antonio. When morning comes, I try on my shoes one last time. Before I can change my mind, the shoes are in my coat. Snow is beginning to fall as I run across the street to Antonio's apartment. I put the shoes in front of his door, pushes the doorbell, and run. See him running, and there's Antonio in the door, and there's the shoes. At school, Antonio is smiling big in his brand new shoes. I feel happy when I look at his face and mad when I look at my Mr. Alfrey shoes. But later, when it's time for recess, something happens. Everywhere there is snow. Leave your shoes in the hall and change into your boots, the teacher announces. Leave your shoes in the hall. It's then I remember that I have in my backpack new boots. New black boots that no kid has ever worn before. Standing in line to go to recess, Antonio leans forward and says, "Thanks." I smile and I give him a nudge. Let's race! I love it. There you go. That's called Those Shoes by Maribeth Boelts and illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. Yay! I like that story. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, hi, Miss Sarah. How you doing? From the warehouse. Hi, y'all. Mary, Rebecca, Sarah Jr., and Abraham. How y'all doing? Good to see you. Aw. I hope you guys had a chance to hear that whole story. I love that story. I've got another shoe story with a little girl. I got to tell you that one a little bit. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Since we're talking about shoes, let's do it now. Look how pretty she is. I love this illustrations. Red shoes. A dazzling journey of red shoes. And this one's written by Karen English and illustrated by Ebony Glenn. Yes. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to read this story. Okay, here we go. Red shoes, dazzling, perched on a pedestal in the shop window as if on a throne. Then, surprise, Nana brings the beautiful shoes to Malika, and with a click, clack, click, clack, and it was swish, swish, swish. I'm going to say Malika. I like Malika better because it reminds me of one of my girlfriends from way back in the day. Malika wears them everywhere she goes, but then all too soon, the shoes begin to pinch Malika's toes, and they don't let her forget how much her feet are grown. Who will be the next to wear the red shoes? Readers will follow shoes all the way across the globe to Africa, where another little girl who has made her first fast for Ramadan is about to get an amazing gift. Karen English and Ebony Glenn have crafted a satisfying and heartwarming story about a pair of shoes, two girls, and the connection they share that reaches from one continent to the other. Just like that story we just read. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at her pretty little face. I love it. Red shoes, dazzling, perched on a pedestal in the shop window as if on a throne. I want those, Nana, Malika says to her grandmother as they pass the shop. We'll see, Nana says with a wink. Looks like you could use a new pair. Surprise! Red shoes nestled in a shoebox under tissue paper on the kitchen table. Nana smiles her secret smile. Can you see him? Malika laughs and slips them on. Quick, quick! Oh, they are cute shoes. And I guess that's her cat. Or cat maybe, or her dog. It's probably a cat. Cat loves boxes and tissue paper. Red shoes walking, click, clack, click, across the floor on Malika's feet. Swish, 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 around the living room. Click, clack, click, down the hall. Then out the door and around the block Malika goes to show off her new red shoes. Carefully, on the first day of school, Malika walks in big galoshes that hide her shoes from the rain. She wants to keep them dry, so she jumps in puddles. I like to do that still today. That's why I love rain boots. Red shoes dancing on Daddy's feet when they go to Auntie's wedding in the fall. Red shoes kicking cousin Jamal under the table at Nana's Christmas dinner as he tries to snitch Malika's buttery biscuit. Red shoes stomping home when Malika and her best friend Keisha have a fight. Malika is mad and sticks to it. Red shoes jumping double dutch at Keisha's birthday party after they made up. Then, oh no! Red shoes pinching when Malika squeezed them on to wear to Nana's birthday dinner at a restaurant. Ouch! My shoes are too small, Malika said sadly. And although all through dinner, her red shoes don't let her forget that her feet have grown. Rare Finds thrift store. Red shoes in the window at the resale shop where Nana and Malika have taken them to be resold so someone else can enjoy them. Softly, softly, Malika says goodbye to her wonderful red shoes. They were her favorite shoes ever. Zaya spies the red shoes dazzling in the shop window. She knows just the right little girl who will love them. Now they are squeezed into her luggage bound for Africa. Wow. Red shoes under Inazia's bench in the marketplace where she sells her clay pots. They are waiting for Amina, the girl who fasted half of the month of Ramadan, the girl who deserves a special gift. And here she comes at last, holding her mother's hand. Inazia smiles down at Amina. I promised you a gift, and here it is. Red shoes are passed to Amina's waiting hands. Thank you, Auntie, she says. They are so beautiful. Then later, red shoes riding to and fro on Amina's lap. Back at home, Amina's little sister, Halima, rushes to see the gift for the little girl who fasted half of the month of Ramadan because someday she hopes to do the same. Amina lets her try them on, but just for a little while. Halima will have them soon enough when Amina's feet grow too big and Halima's feet grow big enough. Now the red shoes are tucked safely under the bed, waiting to be worn on very special days. Meanwhile, back on the other side of the ocean, Malika wonders, whatever happened to my beautiful red shoes? And look, I wonder if someone is wearing them right now. The end. Aww. Love it. Red shoes. Love that story. Woo! Excuse me. Bless you, Tinkerbell. Thank you so much. I apologize that the signal isn't that strong and it keeps freezing. I apologize. And I hope that it's still, still broadcasting. Yeah, I hope so, because I'm in the car. I'm in the car, you guys. So I'm on my hotspot. Okay, got another story. Got another story. Let's see. We will do, I got two more stories here. Let's see, we'll do, I'll tell you what, we'll do, since we just did a girl story, we'll do one with the boys. Oh, this might be girl and boy. Okay. A Million Fish, more or less. And this one was by a St. Louis native author, Patricia McKissack. I got a chance to meet her when she came and she did story time at the library with us. And it's illustrated by Dena Schutzer, very sweet lady who has gone on to glory, and miss her very much. Come on back, Miss Jess. I know, Miss Jess. Sorry about that. But we're recording, so you can always come back and we'll do it. A Million Fish or More or Less. It was early. Okay, let me see. How can I move this? Maybe that'll help it a little bit. It was early morning on the Bayou Plateau. Hugh Thomas had just tossed his line into the water when Papa Daddy and Elder Aubergine came rolling out of the gauzy river fog. They were swapping bayou tales just like they had for years. Morning to you, Hugh Thomas called as they pulled up alongside the bank. Papa Daddy started right in. The elder in me was just saying that the Bayou Plateau is a mighty peculiar place. Take the time back in 03. Me and the elder here caught a wild turkey weighed 500 pounds. Hugh Thomas's eyes filled with wonder. That's a powerful big turkey. Quickly, Elder Aubergine took up the story, adding, as we was marching that gobbler home, I spied a lantern that had been left by the Spanish conquistadors back in the year 1542, and it was still burning after 350 years. Hugh Thomas exclaimed in amazement. Papa Daddy lowered his voice to a whisper. Just when the elder picked up that lantern, the ground commenced to quaking, and the longest, meanest cottonmouth I ever did see raised up. The thing had legs and went to chasing us. The howls broke and run. I got tangled up in the ropes, and that turkey got clean away. With a quick nod, he gave my story back to Elder Bob Aubergine. About that time, a swarm of giant mosquitoes attacked. Lost my footing and dropped the lantern in a pool of quicksand. Might near fell in myself. Of course, you can't see it. I didn't then, because I'm here now. We got a 500-pound turkey, big old gigantic snake. I think these two tell some tales, don't you? That turkey with his suspenders and winking his eye. And when was that lantern really over 350 years old? Give or take a year or two, Elder Aubergine answered, swatting the mosquito. Was it really still burning? Well, let's just say it was flickering a bit. And with their tall tale all told, the two Now, Hugh Thomas was alone with only worrisome mosquitoes to keep him company, but it wasn't long before he caught 3 small fish. And in the next half hour, he caught 1,000,000 more. Big ones, little ones, all sizes. The boy was so excited, he whooped with joy. Wait till Papa Daddy and Elder Aubergine see this. Then, loading his magnificent catch on his wagon, he turned to leave, but without warning, 2 yellow eyes surfaced just above the high water line. Hugh Thomas knew it was Atu, the grandpierre of all the alligators on the Jackson's Point. The old gator slithered onto the bank, blocking the boy's way. Oh, dun-up, dun-up, dun, dun, dun-up, 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 dun, dun-up, 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 dun. Where do you think you will go with all our fish? He hissed angrily. Hugh Thomas blinked. Why, that gator was talking right out. These are my fish, the boy answered with an uncertain spirit. Atu's mean eyes took in the catch. And what's for me and mine to eat if I let you take them all? Hugh Thomas considered making a run for it, but the old gator must have read his mind. Don't even think of it, he warned. Inching closer. Then he chuckled softly. Ha ha ha. Your best chance is to figure on this. If 100 alligators, 100 feet long, can move at 100 yards per second, how long would it take us to get from this water to you and your wagon of fish? Answer now, he hissed, moving still closer. Do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. Not long enough for me to get away, Hugh Thomas thought, deciding that anything was better than tangling with Atu and all his kin. He solved the riddle by throwing a goodly amount of fish back into the bayou. You make the right answer, Atu said. Then he turned and disappeared beneath the dark waters, along with the other 100 alligators who had been watching and waiting. Hugh Thomas took a quick count and saw he still had close to 500,000 fish left. He followed the swamp path that was the quickest way to Papa Daddy and Elder Auberjohn's houseboat. Sorry had it that Jean Paulet's pirate treasure was hidden somewhere amongst the cypress knees, but Hugh Thomas wasn't interested. I've got my own treasure, he boasted. The air grew thick, hovering above the swamp like a big smothering hand. Then the still came, a terrible kind of silence with its own sound. The boy hummed and quickened his step. Something was stalking him, closing in fast. The ghost of Jean Paulet maybe? Ooh, hope not. No! Hugh Thomas was suddenly surrounded by an army of raccoons, led by the most notorious rogue of them all, Mosley. By my leave, shouted the bandit leader, we'll be demanding a toll, little son, and ye wagon of fish will deal their due nicely. Wait, Hugh Thomas cried out, that's not fair. Not fair, says he. Mosley scoffed. And what will be fair to you? Half, maybe? Hugh Thomas couldn't believe it was bargaining with a band of pirate raccoons. Way, we settle on half, mates. We can take all. Thinking fast, Hugh Thomas suggested a contest. That's it. We'll have a contest of some kind. Mosley laughed coarsely. A contest it'll be. You win, we takes half the catch. I win, we takes it all. Mind you, that's as fair as it gonna be getting. The boy agreed, not knowing what to expect. Swords, pistols, wrestling. Look at the raccoons, y'all. Oh, okay. Merry Christmas, Jess. Sorry, guys. Then, to his astonishment, Mosley whistled, and 2 black bears appeared. Reaching beneath a huge swamp cabbage, the pirate pulled out on a 20-foot snake. "We'll skip rope," says I. So the contest began. The bears turned and Mosley jumped. Hugh Thomas hadn't seen such fancy footwork in all his life. That rascal skipped so hard and so fast, he was down in a pit where he finally missed on jump 5,552. His motley crew sent up a loud cheer. But Hugh Thomas held his own. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 4,050. Hugh Thomas jumped and jumped. 5,000. He was so tired, his legs hurt, but he jumped some more. 5,550. He managed just 3 more jumps before missing, but it was enough to win 5,553. Merry Christmas, Miss Jess and family. Mosley was purely outdone. He went to grumbling and mumbling and swearing under his breath. But in the end, he made good his word. "I takes me licking, and now I'll be taking me fish." One by one, hundreds of masked bandits marched past the wagon and plucked the juicy treat. Then Mosley found the plumpest fish for himself and beckoned Hugh Thomas to hurry along. "Go on now, hurry along." Even though his catch was cut by half again, Hugh Thomas still felt like a winner, moving with purpose. He passed the large cypress stump called Napoleon's Elbow, then quit the swamp, winding his way through the deserted grounds of the Mossland mansion. He hailed with tradition and threw part of his catch to the waterfowl that lived in the old garden pool. Since slavery times, fishermen believed that feeding these birds would bring them luck the next time out. "Thief! Thief!" A fish crow spied Hugh Thomas's catch and sent up a signal. Birds darkened the sky. They swooped down, speared their fish, and soared away, screeching, "Thief! Thief!" "Shoo!" shouted Hugh Thomas. But the birds chased him across the parish road and under the trestle, stopping just short of the first house and freed Jack's Quatera. Chantilly, the neighbor girl's cat, was sunning on the front porch steps. Her gray eyes were fixed on the wagon full of plump fish. "Why, it's a Christmas gift!" shouted the cat, excitement swelling her words. "To see you, that is," she added with a soft purr. Hugh Thomas was surprised that the cat was talking to him, and to most of the time, Chantilly would even look at him in his direction. "It's not my custom to report my mistress's whereabouts, but if you want to see Miss Shelley Pearl, she's with the Walter Edward out back in the okra patch. Can't you hear them laughing together?" Without thinking, Hugh Thomas hopped the fence and disappeared around the house. Sometime later, he came back with his friend in tow. He was talking, all excited, and explaining, "Come see for yourself. It was 1,000,000 fish." Shelley Pearl stopped. "What million? I see 3 little fish." Hugh Thomas was completely confused. Then he looked at Chantilly and understood. "You tricked me," he accused her. "You ate my fish. Say you did." The cat blinked innocently and cleaned her whiskers. Shelley Pearl scooped up her pet. "You must be Adelaide." "Hugh Thomas, come telling that whopper, then laying some blame on my poor precious kitty cat." And she marched away in a huff. Meanwhile, a chorus of Chantilly's friends meowed contentedly as they licked their paws. With only the 3 fish left, Hugh Thomas followed the path back to the backwater slough where Papa, Daddy, and Elder Abijah's houseboat was tied up. They were sitting on the front porch playing checkers. Seems the bayou let you come way with a fine catch this morning, Elder Abijah said, smiling. Best luck a fisherman can have is to catch just enough for dinner. Papa Daddy put in, but I caught 1,000,000 more, the boy boasted. What happened to him is a long story. Papa Daddy pulled his straw hat down over his eyes. Elder Abijah leaned back in the old cane chair, and both of them propped their feet up on the railing. So you learned that the Papa Clapto is a mighty bayou. Clapto is a mighty strange place. Tell us now, was it really 1,000,000? A smile broke across Hugh Thomas's face, and he winked his eye. More or less, he answered, and started right on into his tale. 1,000,000 fish, more or less, by Patricia C. McKissack and illustrated by Dena, Schutzer. Very cute story. I like Miss Patricia McKissack's stories. I do indeed. Well, you guys, I think that's all the time we have. Plus, I think the internet is acting kind of funny. I thank you very much for tuning in to the Read to Me, Ms Tracey at YouTube channel. And that's where we're also, simultaneously broadcasting. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm super, super excited to have you guys with you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Ramadan, all of that stuff that's going on. Very, very excited to have you guys with us, as always. I will see you Sunday at 4 p.m. Okay, we're going to switch it around at 4, okay? Thank you so much. Be sure to give yourself a hug. And if you do get some Christmas gifts, think about all the people who are wanting Christmas gifts and can't afford them, and maybe give out some of your things that you can't wear anymore, or maybe you don't play with toys anymore. You can give them away to some deserving some deserving child, okay? You can always give a good hug. Yes! Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Oh, that feels so good. Grown-ups, hug yourselves too. You need a hug too. Do it when you wake up in the morning. Do it before you go to bed, throughout the day. When you open up that bill, give yourself and especially that credit card statement after all this Christmas shopping. All right, everybody, take care. Love yourself. Wear your masks, wash your hands, eat healthy, strengthen your immune system, take your vitamins. Ms Tracey loves you and as much as she loves reading books, okay? Peace and hair grease. Holla! Thank you very much, Miss Sarah Jr., Abraham, Jess, and Ollie, Corey, Eli, Junior, and Zach, Miss Veronica. Did I get everybody? Let's see. Rebecca. Oh, don't forget Mary and Rebecca. And I think I said Sarah Jr. and Abraham. Yep, I think I got everybody. All right, y'all. You guys be careful. Take care. Miss Tiffany, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Holla. Hi, whoever's out there watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Happy holiday to you. Thank you for tuning in. All right, you guys. I'm going to go. Bye, YouTube family.